Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friend Rob Grasso from Techraptor.net, and I have returned for another installment of Mass Effect Andromeda. We are post-patch with Mass Effect, and I can already tell you things have changed. Notice the inventory limit is now at 100. That is a big change. As is some of the facial animations. They look a lot slicker. Not gonna lie. And we got a lot of things going on. Crew, everybody, you can read these sometime, probably should, as well as Ryder ourselves, and all the other stuff with the Andromeda Initiative. I last left off on Eos, with the new colony of Padromos, but we're going to spend some time on Padromos here, and talk to the locals, get some hints of the flavor. Starting with the new mayor, August Bradley.
Mayor Bradley. Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Well, I'm definitely going to want some consistent updates on this.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass to feed initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
I combed the first 2 outpost attempts. Those people died trying.
And they deserved better from the Nexus. That's where I point the finger. We'll remember. You changed this planet. But that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
I'd say that's hopeful.
I haven't reached the end of that trail, but not everyone died outright.
Right. They tell me there were staggered evacs. If any want to try again, they're welcome. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Sounds good. Anything else, Bradley?
Nexus must be waiting, Pathfinder. Relax. There will be more for you on EOS after you get back.
Any insights about the people running the show from the Nexus?
I only work with Addison. She's by the book. And with all the shit that happened, that's to her credit.
And the others?
I only work with Addison.
How about off the record? Let's get some dirt on him.
Anything you'd say if you weren't in their direct employ?
If I wasn't in their direct employ, I'd give that rat's nest a wide berth. Outposts deal with Addison. She deals with the others. And I don't envy her.
I do not blame you on that.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Not much to report. We're making life up as we go.
Alright. What about your people here?
What can you say about the Prodromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Honored to lead them, for as long as they need me.
Sounds good.
What's behind naming the outpost Prodromos?
It means Forerunner. Languages bore the shit out of me, but we voted fair. That ownership is key to the initiative. That's how you convince a bunch of civilians to jump galaxies. As long as we meet our obligations to the Nexus, what we build and how we organize, we get to figure it out.
I like that. So, you gonna tell me your entire backstory, Bradley?
Tell me about yourself.
August Bradley, retired from the Alliance. I keep the discipline, but not so much the doctrine. I joined the initiative because it's a frontier. Not a lot of those left. Not that you can reach on my pension anyway.
Any family?
A niece on Earth. We didn't talk after my sister passed.
That sounds very familiar.
I've had similar happen to my family.
Yes, well, we stay out of people's grief.
My father, your sister? Sounds like we've both lost a lot.
We stay out of people's grief, Pathfinder.
What is that? Stay out of people's grief. You've said it before.
Shit, that's right. You didn't have the block leader death talk. The thing is, you and your father, not unique, just recent. Every initiative species, except maybe Asari and Krogan, went into cryo with friends and family and woke up knowing they were all dead. Everything we build begins with that. The unsaid start to the initiative. So yeah, we stay out of people's grief.
That's kind of creepy and sad. But that seems also to be in denial, honestly.
I don't think denying it is the best choice.
Didn't say deny, I said stay out. We all have to own how we deal with it. What's that old saying? Children with dead parents think everything is possible and nothing is safe. That seems like it fits anyone in the initiative. Or maybe everyone.
Ooh, that's kind of chilly.
We'll talk another time.
Oh, and Pathfinder, what I said about grief? Every pirate we brought to this cluster woke up with the same reality you did. Maybe think about that when shooting doesn't have to start.
Wow, that was surprisingly kind of sad. Good job, BioWare, on that one. So what do we got? Major Domo Bell Scott.
Over here. Pathfinder. Major Domo Evan Bell Scott. I have headaches, so you don't have to. Rather, so Bradley doesn't have to. I've also coordinated with your Ket expert. He wanted me to remind you to find him.
I didn't assign a Ket expert to Prodromos.
Then he's a hell of a self-motivator. Here's the nav, anyway. Precision is important.
Okay, we have a Ket expert. Tell me about the Ket on here.
Any trouble with the Ket?
Clearing the sky cleared it for the bad guys as well as us. So, some uptick in hostility was to be expected. We've some tricks up our sleeves, thanks to the research teams. That only goes so far. Your expert is still out there. He'd have more current information than I.
How did you come to the initiative?
Like many, I was lost and looking for a purpose. That sounds loftier than it felt at the time. I was an insufferable ass.
Huh.
The training for the trip was probably enough to cure me of it. But I always took things too far. Didn't know how to stop alienating people until I was the alien. See? Still insufferable.
Family trouble, I take it?
Sounds like you left some interesting circumstances.
I miss the family, and maybe they miss me.
Where are you
That
going?
doesn't mean I'd go back. I mean, we can't, but still. I like where I came from. It's a great place to be from. Know what I mean?
What the hell is this guy doing? He's just like walking all over the damn place. Well, truth be told, I couldn't wait to leave.
I know exactly how you feel. Couldn't wait to be from somewhere.
Like a bullet leaves a gun. Sometimes you just gotta go.
What about your home planet?
Where'd you launch out of?
The pale blue dot, Terra Prime. Big old boring Earth. I miss that wet dog smell after the first snow melts. I don't know why. What about you? Miss anything?
That's a good question. Convenience. Let's go with the logical.
Things were easier. So much already built. We get to do it all again, for good or bad, I guess.
Better get it right.
Indeed.
Another time.
Of course.
Well, that was interesting. Dude's a little jittery, though. Must be too much coffee. What do we got in here? Oh, there we go. Junsu Park.
Pathfinder, mind giving me your opinion on this? I'm planning classes for our first school, when we have one. Some say we shouldn't teach Milky Way history. All irrelevant now, apparently.
No, definitely no, that matters.
We were all shaped by that history. Our children deserve to know how and why.
Agreed. Maybe you'll change a few minds. Thanks for stopping.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Ah, Pathfinder. I hear you're to thank for a physics-defying atmosphere processor.
That's me. I'm Ryder.
Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But, new galaxy, new world, and a really new start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Tell me about the research.
What kind of research are you working on?
Your basic first in scientific work, soil, water, atmospherics, plus studying remnant tech, because now I need to understand that to survive here.
Conditions on Eos?
Activating that vault changed the planet. Anything to worry about?
Considering it's world-altering technology we've never encountered before, I hope not. But the storms show no signs of returning, and I know who to contact for remnant tech support. I'll take it.
What do you make of Lieutenant Bradley?
Determined as hell. And he has incredible faith in us to get this done. Bradley would carry this outpost on his back if he had to, and we'll make sure he never has to.
I've got to go.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Miss Abrams. And notice that they actually did cut out the conversation. Because Haley Abrams there was the one that was mentioned by BioWare on Twitter about them basically feeling that the conversation was in poor taste because she was a transgendered character. So, good on them for getting rid of that small conversation. It was pretty bad. I wonder what they're going to do to, fix it. Who wants a word with me? Somebody wanted a word with me. You do? Hello?
Hello, Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though you do have the Queen Quartermaster beside you.
You know Vetra?
Back on the Nexus, Connor worked with me to get everything for the Tempest.
But I need ground under my feet, and soon hopefully trade will flourish on Eos.
Sounds like a plan.
Is EOS trading with any new partners?
Right now, just the Nexus, but I have contracts with Wildcat salvages and independent miners. There will be more.
Sounds good. What's the supply situation?
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
The Nexus furnished us with the basics, but that isn't enough for a home. Providing the rest is my responsibility. The labs can't work without good logistics. They'll have it.
You said you know Vetra. What's she really like?
Not a word, Connor.
As you like. Of course, you can't always be listening.
I'm coming back later.
So how did you end up here, Connor?
Me? You're the Grand Explorer. I fill out requisition forms.
Really? Everyone here has some kind of story.
I left mine back home. Or... the... still... Ask me another time.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
That sounds fair. I guess let's go inside. What do we got in here? More...
Solid ground. And actual sunlight to wake up to. This will be great.
little things. And people sleep. Looks like the scientists are all getting set up and ready to go. Do the big building. Did we do this building? I don't remember. No, we did not. Okay. Ooh. Formal request for Darkest Tiravian. Tiravian? Or Darket Tiravian? I guess that's the name. Making the request again, Bradley. I know it's not your fault. I know she's supposed to be second wave. But I want a trail so that when all this calms down in a few years, we can get proper outraged about how long it took to reunite families. Especially ones hurt during the Site 1-2 mess. You know, broken promise is a thing, right? Requesting the deployment of Darket Tiravian W84 Crispin, Exo Studies Specialist. Reason, she's an asset that will help viability. She's also my daughter. So somebody wants to get somebody out of cryo. Hello. Ooh, that's a fancy helmet. So, let's see, let's sell all our salvage, let's get some money out of that. And you can have the Predator, because I don't use it. Keep the Phalanx, though. Phalanx is pretty good. I am going to need... Let's see, Disruptor ammo has been useful. And shield capacitors. The Carfax, however, the hand cannon. Such a good pistol. Don't need the Zalkin. Or the Avenger. Keep the incisor, that's, yeah, get rid of the incisor, we don't need that either. For now, we're just selling instead of, breaking down for parts. But we got the Carfax. I'm definitely gonna add that to my loadout. Oh, there you, hello.
Pathfinder. Jacob Mitney, Research and Development. My team's just getting set up here, but we've made a discovery you might want to check out.
Oh, that was quick.
All ears.
We've put together a blueprint for augmenting your armor plating. Uploading it now. If you can collect the necessary resources from around Eos, it should work.
Should work?
Is this a sure thing, Mitney, or just pie in the sky?
I have no interest in wasting your time. This could form the basis for armor production across the initiative. Scrounge safely, Pathfinder.
Craft the Pathfinder chestplate. Why not? How hard can it be? Well, hard because we don't have the thing to do it. Okay. And what's over this way? Got another terminal. Please help. This is the only way I can get word out before someone gets killed. My work crew, they keep talking about that remnant tech. They think the initiative's lying about how dangerous it is. That a couple of electrodes in the right place could get the remnant to work for them instead. They've tried before, and I helped out in Medbay when those remnant observers carved up Barty. But Jennings says we could live like kings if we had an army of remnant bots working and fighting for us. He's taken the whole work crew to help him this time. I have to go with them. Maybe I can talk Jennings out of it. But if I can't, someone should know why we didn't come back.
Someone left a warning. Looks like a work crew thinks they can take control of the remnant.
That's an incredibly bad idea.
Work crew rosters are posted publicly.
The datapad mentioned Medbay. A little work, we could find where to catch up with them.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to save this work crew from being ridiculously stupid. Then again, that's more or less what Mass Effect and most RPGs are. Stopping ridiculously stupid people from destroying themselves. Whee! So the first thing I want to do is, I guess, we're going to find that work crew. So, go into the med bay, they said. Which is the med bay? Up here? I guess it's up here. Let's see. Water course repair team. Kane Fox, Lorelei Smith, Matthew Kennison. Attachment, course damage sheet. Weather monitoring device setup. Axel Jennings, Sale Verax, Jamie Kasperk.
Work rosters. That datapad mentioned the name Jennings. Here, Axel Jennings. Assigned to set up weather monitoring devices all over the desert. Too many locations to check them all. We need to narrow it down.
We'll talk to you later. Sounds like we are on a quest. Let's see. Alright, so go this way to narrow it down, I guess. Jumpy, jumpy. Oh, jump in there. There we go. Red Rider is on the case. Dr. Ramirez, huh?
August said you might swing by. Ryder, yes? Dr. Ramirez. Run the clinic here on Eos. Much better than life as an Alliance medic.
Good to meet you.
I'll guess you're not here for a checkup. How can I help you?
None of these things help me right now.
What's it like living in our first successful outpost?
It's early days, but promising. Everyone pitches in, everyone matters. We know we'll make this work.
What do you think of Bradley?
I've known him for years. He was the squad medic when he was injured, and we kept in touch after his discharge. He's a smart fellow, a good lieutenant, but a better mayor. And it bugs him when I call him August. So I restrict myself to 2-3 times a day.
What's the latest from your clinic?
Usual checkups for first-team colonists. Plus a few cases of dehydration and some blindness. Nothing serious.
Good to know.
Why did you join the Andromeda Initiative?
I served in the Alliance as a medic, but they'd say I saw one Batarian slave raid too many. I knew August, Bradley, and when he signed on to the initiative, he suggested I consider it. This seemed like a better frontier.
Fair enough.
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Oh, we just gotta scan it.
This definitely treated wounds caused by a remnant. That datapad said the work crew tried to control them.
Sand particles were removed from the wound. Analyzing. Comparing with locations from the work roster, it's likely the injury occurred near a monolith.
No shit, Sam. I probably would have guessed that. I guess we will investigate a monolith site, then. First, want to change up my weapons. So, let's do a loadout switcheroo. I like this submachine gun, but I gotta go classic Cairnfex. The hand cannon, man. Let's give it a magazine. What does the Lanat do? Slow firing sniper rifle that uses plasma surrounding projectiles. So it's Nah, you know what? Yeah, let's try it. Let's give it the ultralight material, which really is inconsequential, and I guess we'll do extra damage. Let's also keep the cryo gauntlet, because that freezes people. Still don't have any other forms of armor, though. This we need to change. I need shield capacitors, and we'll stick to disruptor ammo. Squad. Let's bring Drac. We haven't used Drac yet. Drac and Liam. Let's bring the guys, and that'll do. Drac and Liam. And Drac we need to level up completely. Or not. There we go. So we got 12 points. Obviously, Incinerate, Krogan Warrior, Veteran. I think that'll do. He's a bruiser. So let's let him stay a bruiser. And Liam, you get more weapon accuracy. So, we are set. Let's see if we can find these guys. It's still radiation on the planet. I think that's gonna go away later.
I like busting dunes, getting all 6 wheels off the ground. We're outfitted best we can be.
Planet after planet wears tech down in different ways. I usually end up walking.
Was that the monument that we were supposed to go into? Because if that's the case, then I kind of just passed it, didn't I? I don't think we're supposed to go in there either. I honestly don't know. Huh. Well, let's try then, I guess. Yeah, I guess that is the monument we're supposed to go to, so... Alright, we're gonna have to figure out a way to get up there. Which is basically just this way. I guess you could do it from that end too. But...
No sign of that work crew, but someone left their gear behind.
Did they?
Wait, I've got an open comm channel.
Easy money. Once the electrical charge builds up, we'll have ourselves some nice obedient remnant.
Wow, it's timed.
Sure this time, Jennings. If you're that spooked, go hide behind the fort.
It's timed. We gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Ow. Alright.
Here they come!
Strange how bleeding for a place makes it feel worthwhile.
Our people came a long way. Nothing here will stop them. Seems less harsh than when we first landed. Maybe I'm just getting used to it.
Yeah, boy. Where are these people?
Who do? Who don't?
Poor giants. Are they over here? Yeah, there they are.
Please!
Ooh, this sniper rifle's pretty good. Oh. Oh no, I'm dead. Just stick and move. You're done. Ow! That hurt. That even hurt more. Shit. Oh. Oh yeah, bug. Just get rid of that. Turian and human. You must be the guy.
Great timing. Thanks for the assist.
Your experiment with the remnant didn't work out.
Huh. Okay, who squealed? Gasparic? Yeah, I bet. These remnant could plow our fields, protect us from the Ket. You control them, why shouldn't we?
I don't control them. You're risking too many lives, man.
How many people need to get hurt before you stop this?
Pathfinder's got a point, Jennings.
Fine. But you can't protect us all the time, Pathfinder. Out here, we need every edge we can get.
Well, at least we saved your butt, Jennings. There's no telling what it would take to control a remnant. Container? Are those dead people? Oh my god. You killed 2 people already, Jennings, you jerk. Is there anything else out here that we can do? Oh, we could hit rocks for science.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
Or not. That's a bad idea. I guess we found the edge of the map for now. Alright, well we saved those guys at least.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam, please stop reminding me of that, but thank you. What do I want? Oh, never mind. I don't see anything. That was kind of a waste, honestly.
Civilians lived here, engineers, but they fought. This was theirs for a while.
Guess we should head back to, oh, there's something there. Might as well look while I'm here.
First steps mark the brave and dead, old Krogan saying.
Hard lessons we can't forget. Should be a memorial or monument when there's time.
Radiation levels normal.
There's people here?
Life support is stable.
Did I scan that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, don't tell me they're up on top of the friggin' rock. Yes, they are. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to them. Dear. Alright, we're not going to be able to get to that, I don't think, so I'm going to head out. I guess we should go back to the Nexus and deal with all the other shenanigans. Frozen! Or we could just head up this way, I guess. This leads to places, right? Ah! Almost, almost. No, 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 no. How about we jump it? Can we jump it? Oh. This is not like climbing in Zelda, that's for sure. What the hell is that? Alright, I guess we will not get to that thing. You know what? No, I'm gonna get to that thing now. I don't give up. I don't surrender. I probably should. Let's try this way. Oh, level 3 radiation again.
Life support levels critical.
Yeah, that nearly killed my ship. That's lovely. You know what? Let's get back to the Tempest. Just keep it simple.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
So, heading back to the Tempest now. Let's see what we can do in the galaxy itself. If it loads. Loading, loading, loading. See that game go loading.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed. That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
Next time ask first.
This isn't a military vessel, but there need to be rules. Better to ask about protocol. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Ooh, sassy.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on, hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
What do you need from us, Ryder?
I want you all to get along.
Let's be kind and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Finding a home for tens of thousands in this hellscape is stressful enough without adding dysfunction.
You got it, boss.
If Krogan are known for one thing, it's getting along.
But not humility or self-awareness.
Okay, let's head back to the Nexus. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
Boy, Ryder is in over his head, isn't he? Augmentations are things that we can learn. I already know what they do. They can be used for our armor, so we gotta start talking to our crew now, too. Might as well get things.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Email at our terminal. Research Center. And this is where, like, the crux of a lot of things we're going to do is researching weapons and whatnot. I don't have anybody in the chat, unfortunately, but I am going to put a point in the Black Widow just so we can have it. As well as, we got 200 points. I want that vintage heatsink, man. That'll be very useful. As will that, whatever that is. We could also do Remnant Tech and Helios Tech. Helios Tech at the moment is all of the Ket weapons that we've seen. So, for example, the Lanat sniper rifle, which I have equipped now, we can get one in that. Ket armor, as well as Helios Defender armor. And augmentations. And Remnant Tech is for Remnant weapons, obviously. And augmentations. Remnant Tech is actually very powerful, but it's also weird. Like the Paw Assault Rifle, the Sweeper Assault Rifle, Submachine Gun, Shotgun. Like the Shadow here and the Inferno. Shadow is like a submachine version. Inferno is scary, but these things have unlimited ammo. So I'm going to take that, and while I'm at it, let's take a Sweeper Assault Rifle. So we can start building those. I'm not touching armor too much yet, because I'm going to save that. But then we go to development. And here's all our blueprints for weapons and armor. And Nomad parts. Nomad parts are extremely expensive, and we don't have enough materials for them just yet. Weapons and armor, we do. Like for the Pathfinder Initiative chest, which is what we were asked to build. We need platinum. We're short on platinum, so we gotta get that. You know, some of the other ones are very short as well. Other armors, we have everything we need, like the Pathfinder helmet. Legs, individual bits. Arms, individual bits. Weapons will probably be what we focus on the most, because we can actually create several weapons at the moment. Not the Sweeper, but the Avenger. We can get a Matic, and I do like the Matic. The Phalanx, the Carnifex, and the Predator, as well as the Charger submachine gun, and the Pathfinder Ranger. Sniper rifles, Incisor and Raptor, Viper at 2, and Widow are at 2. We also got the Black Widow and the Inferno, and the Lanat now, and see, that's how it all works. So we got Pathfinder shotguns. Look at that thing. 283 damage, which is not bad. It's a little more automatic than the others. A little more accurate, too. And of course, the Disciple shotgun. Melee weapons, Omni Blades. A Biotic Amplifier if you don't want to use a melee weapon. the Observer sniper rifle. So there's stuff we can build. Always options. I'm gonna save them for now, though. And then, of course, buy-sell kiosk. We can get rare items and ingredients if we want, basically. Sell items and ingredients if we want. And here's the strike team missions. So, for example, we got one that just ended there. Got our mission done. But right now we have strike teams we can use. So, for this one, you know, we could play it in multiplayer if we wanted to jump into it or send out the actual team. Any team will do. Let's do this one. And Apex missions are the ones we can jump in. Regulars are these. So we do a silver with them. Silver with them. You know, we'll save the golds for later. And then, of course, we get our rewards for the missions, which is data, loot, and all that stuff. It's actually really quick, so we get Helios data. Ooh, we got a Ruzard shotgun. Some nickel. And, of course, credits. Lots of credits. Silicon. So, there's some rewards there. Still short, or else I'd make another team. And that's more or less what happens here. There's one other thing that we'll see later that will go on there. But before we do that, we got to do one more thing for me. I honestly forgot to do this. But it's very important. Here's our room.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there, too.
It'll be fine.
Right. Have you settled in yet?
Got all my stuff here.
And your repair kit, spare parts?
I carry that emergency kit you put together all the time.
Good. Good. I'll check in with you later.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
I like the no trouble plan. How about we stick with that?
Kesh said not too much trouble, kid. Not no trouble. You can't make sure some trouble's always coming for you.
That's not reassuring.
No.
Life out here ain't reassuring. You'll get used to it.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Leaving the Nexus can't have been an easy choice.
It was, actually. Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Hello, Darn Hyena. Welcome to the stream.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
Drac, you are a fascinating dude. I'll talk to you in a second. I gotta do some business in my room. Special supply cache. We're getting special items. So, one of those items is this hoodie, which I'm not going to wear because I look like a jerk in it, I think. I personally like the jacket that we get, but I'm definitely customizing the colors. And considering the theme of Red Rider is red, I'm thinking red will be appropriate. Red with some more red. And white. Yeah, you think? White, or we go black? What's a good color that goes with red? I think that's too much red. Maybe it's not too much red. I don't know. Go maybe darker. Black. What do you think? I think that looks good. That fits Red Rider. I like that. Let's do that. And then, of course, we could also customize the tints for our armor. So we could select an outfit, auto tint it, custom tint it as well. So if we customize colors, again, theme of red. Let's do a little white. A Sonic OC with a dark past? What does that mean, Darhaniana? Who has the dark past? Is it Ryder? Drac? Somebody else? And of course we could also change patterns if we want. I will use that pattern for now. That looks pretty good. So did it stick? Yes, it stuck. Cool. So Red Rider is decked out in red. I do not know that running joke, apparently. I just think red and black go really well together. They complement each other as colors. Let's talk to Drac. Again.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in assistant director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
You want to, like, punch him in the face? Alright.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business. Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left. Cash is alone on that station now.
You worried about her?
You think someone might try to hurt Cash?
More like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
That sounds fine by me.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
It ain't luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Hard head helps. It is a common color scheme for role-playing. I do know that much, Dar Hyena. I mean, I've used it before as well, but I've never heard of edgelords being part of it. I'm not even sure what that is. Well, I know that Sephiroth makes sense for it. Yeah, that's true.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
That's amazing. She is pretty awesome that way.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
I'm not doing the whole red and black color scheme to be some sort of edgelord like that. Honestly, I just like the color red and black.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps.
Fair point there.
I'm pretty fond of Corcro roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
Interesting. Tell me about, Kesh.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on SAM and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
Oh, jeez.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost.
Unfortunately.
Sam's part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
I don't know, does it?
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Any other advice?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect it. Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Any other advice?
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Destined are annoying. Quick. Got some crazy mist that hides them from view. Their friends, too. Take a Destined down, and that mist goes away. Makes them a prime target, if you ask me. Perfect for grenade practice.
You are a bloodthirsty Krogan. So I guess that means you're a good Krogan.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
I really like Drac. He's probably one of my favorite squad mates in this entire game. Him and a few others. Let's see, who's in here?
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Yes, it does.
You're
Doctor.
not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Welcome aboard, then.
Happy to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I gotta say, the facial animations for the Asari have been fixed, because they do look a lot more smooth and less jarringly unnatural.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Well, you're full of surprises.
I had no idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner, maybe?
Oh. Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. We were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
So I guess we should start hitting on every single person in the game. Datapad, you don't need an old man a few hundred years, your junior, to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway because I know it's true. You keep your rider safe, and I'll do the same with mine, Harry. Very nice, Harry. He's a cool dude. So, let's talk, Lexi.
So we have a stowaway.
You
What?
mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
No kidding. So, why'd you join the Hyperion?
So how'd an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel.
Ooh.
He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Aww.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
I hope that turf war did not involve Commander Shepard in some form.
I need to talk to you about something private.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
When Dad died, he blocked off parts of Sam's memory, things he didn't want me to see.
Or he thought you weren't ready for.
Maybe. I found this trigger. It unlocked a memory fragment of Dad on the Citadel, from when the Alliance rejected his ideas about AI, and he found out Mom's illness was terminal.
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
Well, I don't know.
Who knows? Dad's always been one for secrets.
But he's sharing them with you now. That's something.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
What?
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Well, let's do the human crew.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Start with Cora.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head-on.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Sure.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Ooh. I see what you like. You don't want me. You want Old Man Drac.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Well, Lexi's not too bad. Let's keep... I guess we'll go this way. Let's see.
I'm in storage if you need me.
Storage, you say? Yes, I will go there. Is this storage? One of these must...
Maybe they could use you on comms. So you get to be with the Pathfinder and I have to watch your radio?
Ah.
The radio or help Kesh with cleanup? Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Hope I'm not interrupting something important.
Not at all. We were just finishing up.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Beats the Nexus, though.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
You're also good with guns.
Ability to haggle with the locals? Great. But please tell me you're also good in a fight.
Like I said before, Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. I do what I have to. We all have a personal stake in this. If it keeps going the way it's been, we're all dead. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
It's good to have, like, a requisition officer like this. Can we talk now? Talk now?
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
No.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone? Ugh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
So you saw the uprising.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot.
Yeah, that's
Some
true.
wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
That sounds way too easy.
It can't be that simple.
Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Sounds good. Vetra, you're pretty cool. I like you. That's a lot of cereal. Blastos, the cereal of champions. I guess Liam would be in here?
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable.
How the hell did you get
the fabric
that?
diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
What?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch.
It does.
All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I don't really think about that anymore.
I put it behind me after Dad's work went sour. It was a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I kind of want to hit on him just to see what happens.
When I started with the Alliance, it was about adventure. But with my dad's troubles, staying wasn't going to work. I needed something new. But if I wanted to get away, it had to be this far.
Gotcha. Clean slate. Classic.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Puts pressure on us, doesn't it?
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You've got this. I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
Liam's growing on me, although he's still a cocky little shit. Then did the game crash? Oh, there we go.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Hmm.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
You were a cop then, crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
An impatient rookie frustrated by procedure? That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
You seem very impulsive there, Liam.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin, both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Non-traditional.
Life with my family was not typical, on a number of fronts.
You may do though, right? Family has to. I know mine did. I said goodbye to my mum and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
You're an interesting dude, Liam, but my god, you are weird, a little annoying sometimes. So, how the hell did you get the couch on the ship is my question. Alright. Let's see, who do we got next? I believe it's Gil.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Man, we got the same hairstyle, Gil. You might want to get a haircut.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Must have been tough.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Gil is weird, because... Definitely gotta scan that. Because... I get his character, but my goodness is it so flat. Compared to, like, the rest of the crew.
Long time no chat. What's up?
So, tell me about the Tempest.
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the Guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
I'd rather you just do your job correctly.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well. Lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash. Takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the Doc's kind of nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
Yeah, well, Darhina, I can agree to that to some extent. But at the same time, I kind of annoys me a little bit. He could have been a little more depthful. I do like the gambler aspect of it, though. He plays on feel versus logic.
By the book keeps us alive.
Hey, variety's the spice of life, right? Different strokes makes for healthy debate.
What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
he flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that, then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Oh dear, that's a thing.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Is that a threat?
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Yes.
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction, or maybe starvation, imagining which would be worse. But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well. Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy.
That's true.
We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
Although, biggest failure in galactic history, I can think of other things for that
Good
one.
talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
We'll hang out with Gil later. I was thinking about romancing him for this playthrough, but I'm gonna go with somebody else. Speaking of, let's go to next crewmate.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
Did you know him well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you? An untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Huh.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers.
I want a rival.
It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
And what did you come for?
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Cora, you angry there, girl. Very, very angry.
Back again?
So,
what did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. You probably had a more exciting time defending that Arcturus relay. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in a sorry space.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization. Like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
Hopefully just as good.
You were in the Alliance before you became a huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
I spent years watching pioneers go through the Arcturus mass relays. Off to glory, while I stayed behind. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
We need the fresh start.
We needed to start over somewhere new together. Or as together as we could. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
I kind of like that the game does let us choose like how we frame the reason why we're here, even though it's choice of one or two items, but it's still subtle and it's still good.
After 4 years with Asari Commandos, you must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow.
Wow. That's a thing.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
No, nothing concrete doesn't mean we won't hear anything soon.
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though.
Oh.
Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
How?
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari Commandos?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. Asari don't usually stay with each other long term. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Very well. We still got 3 more to talk to. This crew is huge, guys. Or Darhaina, who's the only person talking. Let's see. Let us do the bridge.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Can it? Start with you, Kello.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
It's really exhilarating.
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
It's a big step for a ship.
I like the Tempest, but I'm not sure I'd travel between galaxies for her.
The unknown frontier had its charms, too. It's just strange not having the rest of the design team. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Well, any word on the Ark?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Well, you got Tan.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Speaking of any time, how about right now?
What can I do for you?
Tell me about stories of the Tempest.
If you helped to build the Tempest, you must know plenty about her.
Just about everything. By memory. It was quite the effort to get her working. The initiative needed absolutely up-to-date technology, which we all had to coordinate, and some of it was rather tricky to acquire.
Acquire?
Buy. Legally and above board, of course. Yes. Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is truly unique.
You know, I haven't actually met many Solarians.
Careful. Depending who you ask, we're conniving spies, genius researchers, or meddling scientists.
Pretty much.
We have to pack a lot of living into 40-odd years. Everything gets accelerated. Lines blur. I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here.
Well, to be fair, those stereotypes are what make you fun.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
That's actually kind of funny. Hey, Suvi, how are you?
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
Looks dangerous to me.
It's dangerous. And that's all I see. A mass of destructive, malevolent tentacles.
I can appreciate the colors of a coral snake while recognizing that I wouldn't want to get close.
Fair enough.
It's incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
Oh, really?
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
Like Isaac Newton. But I'm going to argue the other stance.
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence. And most of what we've seen in Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to invent?
If everything was set in place by some mysterious creator, why even be a scientist?
If I have reverence for a creator, how could I not want to study their creation? My faith does not hinder my work as a scientist. It encourages it. My senses tell me what the world is. Science shows me how it came to be. And religion tells me why.
Alright, I'm not gonna be a dick about it.
I apologize if I offended you. I can be insensitive.
You're fine. Being challenged forces me to dig deep in my beliefs. It's healthy. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
Oh, we're not gonna talk later, we're gonna talk right now. Or in 2 seconds when it loads.
Pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Parties, obviously.
Wild remnant parties. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there.
That's good.
Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
By the way, Suvi's face has also been revamped a little bit, and I think she does look a lot better.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Perfect habitats? That would be amazing.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus Science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
What scans did we
I'm
find?
still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
A what now?
It operated like a telescope, just faster than light. It provided much more up-to-date info. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
That is creepy.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
There's a lot of things with this initiative that have crossed boundaries, believe me.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist
convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
I'm pretty sure those gods were the Reapers.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
And that's the crew there. One more to go. PB. PB.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Darhaina, that's actually not that bad in terms of using faith and Christianity in the game, I gotta say. I've been with, or know several people that are even much more hardcore, regarding, belief than that. That's actually quite tame, and also fair representation. Meanwhile, for PB...
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. I'm tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
Ah, sleep is an excellent cure for that.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough. Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
I find that very hard to believe, so I'm not buying that.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that, then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
I guess getting drinks for you is not going to be good enough, PB. Hello, Hello, D. Parsons. I guess Don Parsons don't know who you are. Maybe, maybe not. Welcome to the stream. So, PB, give me all your life story.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Yes, I do. But that's not an option, so let's talk about the Nexus.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Oh, yes.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
Well, that's good to know.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Wow, okay.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right. Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
So, can I get a word in?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Ha! Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that.
I don't know about
There's so much to
that.
discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
Good advances? Bad ones? Probably something in the middle that's going to be middling and sad for everybody.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder.
Huh.
Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
It sounds lonely.
I don't know. Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
She's not as annoying as people make her out to be honest with you. I think PB's quite fine. Oh, so, let's actually go out in the galaxy. But I have something to show you all. Because if you remember last time, they, before the patch that came out yesterday, you could not skip some of this stuff. If we fly to a different planet, we now have a skip button, which makes going to planets a lot faster.
Anomaly on sensors.
Like that.
Probe away.
And we can find stuff
Satellite
too.
detected.
A scientific monitoring satellite launched by early explorers to Eos. Its mission was abandoned when the original settlement of Eos failed, but it's gathered valuable data from H276. Some research data unlocked. H276, remote and cold, and we can read these if we really want to. I'm going to not do that. But yeah, we can now go to planets lickety-split instead of doing the whole animation. I am okay with this. Nothing there, though. So let's finish out the Pythias, I can't say the damn word, damn. The Pythias system. See if we can get all the anomalies and things. And then we will head back to the Nexus. Gotta tie up a couple of loose quest ends.
Anomaly detected. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I'll take it. Alright, so minerals and points. And the Pythia system is now 100%ed. We also got Pfeiffer, Erickson, and Zheng Ye. So, I'm gonna go to Pfeiffer. Unfortunately, I don't think we can skip through this scene. I think this is the actual loading screen. But actually,
about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
But actually getting here is a lot easier now. Anomaly, you say. Yep. There we go.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I'll swoop in. We got minerals. Aluminum. That's a big asteroid. Kovath is the planet it's called here. Nothing there. I'm not even going to read what the things on the planet are. Not that it's not important, it's just little flavor text. We're just looking for anomalies. Nothing there. Get the system out of the way. Let's do the farthest planet. Nothing there. This is so much faster, and I appreciate this change. Although you do lose a little bit of the, just the old version of it, you do lose a little bit of the wonder of traveling from planet to planet. The price we pay for convenience. Nothing on rare. One more to go, and then we got that giant black hole right there, which is something. Wow, these planets have nothing. Alright. Let's go to a black hole. This one I'm not gonna fast forward through. Why are we near a black hole? I do not understand. Even at this, the black hole presents a risk to onboard ship systems. The creation risk or... Oh, jeez. So we shouldn't be near the black hole is what they're telling me. That thing is right in the middle of the damn galaxy, so that's a problem. Alright, let's go to the Nexus. Goodbye, black hole. It was nice knowing you. Leaving the system.
Ah, familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
Now let's survey it real quick, then we'll go on the Nexus. But we got anomaly.
Anomaly on sensors.
Anomaly on sensor, you say? I will take... Let's get rid of it. Element 0! Yes! Rare ingredients. Always a helpful thing. I will take you, magical space magic thing. There's 30 of you too, which is really nice. Nahuan. Nothing there. What about H259 or whatever it is?
Anomaly detected.
There we go. What do we got? I guess it's that thing right there.
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Starship records. The corvette is heavily damaged and adrift, but salvageable. Missing... Or it's a ship that was reported missing. Crew is 5 and presumed lost. That sucks. But let's get salvage out of it. I also like how on the giant map screen it kind of has like this very natural feel to it where we could see things in the distance. Different planets and clusters and stars and whatnot. Even that black hole we were just at. That's a good touch. Little touches are always nice. They sometimes go unnoticed.
I'm picking up something.
Oh, what do we got here?
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
That's a volcano. It's an erupting volcano. Alright. Now, the Nexus. Docking Bay Nexus, thank you. Still gotta go through this cutscene though. That ain't gonna change. I guess you can change it because it says skip. I didn't even realize that. Oh well. But we're back on the Nexus.
True? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Oh, it's a good day to party.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Thank you. Looks like everybody's starting to get excited.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Nexus. I see you here in our database. Did you have your medical scan?
Yes.
Good. Let me call it up. There it is. Everything's in the green. You're cleared for entry.
I waited my whole life for something like this. A new galaxy. My friends thought I was crazy.
We're all probably a little crazy here, but that's the fun of it, isn't it?
Huh.
I hope so.
You can proceed to the waiting area.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Next. And what's your name?
Derek. And this is my wife, Andrea.
Oh wow, this is cool. I never saw these.
Let me pull up your records. Here we go. Your medical scans are in order. Everything's good. You're cleared for entry.
Where will we be living?
Eos. Outpost Prodromos is being established as a science center. Looks like you two are nourishment engineers. Makes sense. Scientists have to eat. Terraforming efforts are ongoing, so it might be a while.
Terraforming? I thought everything would be ready.
We've had a few unexpected wrinkles. It's nothing the Pathfinders can't handle. In the meantime, you can head to the waiting area. Next.
Ah, so not everybody knows. Oh dear. Okay. That's...
And being an ass.
Oh, Petra, hello.
Keeping tabs on things back here?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to check in person.
Going well, I hope.
As well as it can go with limited resources, yeah. Tiny steps.
Tiny steps is all we need. And we got a lot of things that open up now that we got to look at.
Wonder if I can get this part off local traders.
Vehicle merchant.
Hello. Just use the console to see what's available.
What's available? Sure.
You got it. Shop till you drop, here I come.
I'm not going to complain.
I know you're not. So we got... Oh. Oh, heck yes. Sell salvage. And let's take some, what do you call it? Nomad, color schemes. And I think that's it for now from you. How about you, miss?
Nice to see you again.
I didn't know we've met before. Okay. You got shield capacitors, fluid sacks, mods. Anything else? Ah, models. I'll take models. Nexus model. Nomad model. And of course, the weapons and arms merchants. So we got ourselves that. Ah, a bar. The Vortex. Got like a whole club theme going.
That's your flag, everyone. That's Prodromos. Things are shaping up, Pathfinder. Resources flowing in, sleepers ready to head out. It's starting to feel like the initiative. Not quite up to the sales pitch, but getting there. Feels good, right?
Feels like a new beginning.
I feel it, Liam. Finally getting our start.
There we go. Getting our shit together. Showing the new galaxy that we have it sorted. If I keep saying it, it's true, right?
That's not how that works. And who do we got here?
Another one. Damn it. This is supposed to be the chemistry lab. My chemistry lab. We'll keep crawling out of the woodwork like space cockroaches.
You say that, Dutch, but here you are, pouring people drinks.
Hi. I'm standing right here.
They're guinea pigs, damn it. Chemists should have guinea pigs. Not have their labs taken over by people giving them things and being nice.
Horrible, those gifts.
Bad people. Giving you free things and helping you set up. So inconsiderate.
Right? They keep bringing things. Tables and chairs and this bar and lights. Wait, you're making fun of me, aren't you?
But your first
Don't
clue.
let Dutch put you off. He's a sweetie, really.
I'm not.
And the drinks are good.
Damn right they are. I mean... yeah. I'm a dirty squirrel.
That doesn't sound like an enticing drink name. But I guess I'll have it. Good to meet you, Dutch. And who are you? Anand Tamari.
Hey, I was wondering if you could help me out. It's for the good of the bar.
Sure, why not?
Lay it on me.
So, folks try and help and all, but We have a limited pool of ingredients. Keep an eye out for anything interesting we could use for new drinks, and we'll let you test them for free.
So Dutch gets ingredients and the guinea pig he wanted, huh?
Exactly. Win-win all around.
Guess we're gonna be searching for supplies. Speaking of which, we should probably fix the journal. Gotta talk to Aston's assistant for sure. The vortex looks like it's gonna be a hopping place. And I probably just lost all credibility by trying to sound cool. Hydroponics.
Sure glad I went to school for this. Thanks for nothing, education.
Don't blame the education system on coming to Andromeda.
What's the trouble?
I've got power shortages throughout the station. I can't for the life of me find the cause. Oh, whoa, you're the Pathfinder. Hey, sorry, please ignore me. You've got way more important things to do.
No, well, yeah, I do, but no.
Power to the Nexus is pretty important. I'm happy to help.
That's great, because I'm at a loss. There are obvious short circuits cropping up all over the place. A Pathfinder's eye might reveal something.
There's a power short here. We could scan the area.
I guess we'll scan the area? Oh, it's in the Cultural Exchange Center. Or not. Or it is? Oh, it is. Never mind.
Welcome to the Cultural Exchange Center. Please have a look around. We're just getting things up and running.
You are looking at an image of the Milky Way, the original system of the colonists now arriving in Andromeda. Home to countless life forms, the Milky Way is a galaxy where friendship and peace are held in the highest regard. Those arriving in Andromeda bring with them this spirit of enlightenment. They look forward to making your acquaintance.
Ain't that rose-tinted up the ass? What do we got here? Oh, we got a lot of things here. I think we'll come back and, when these things... this one looks like it's broken. We'll come back to this, because there's probably a lot of stuff we can talk about in here. Is there anything else going on in hydroponics? I guess not. Okay. I'm just running now because we need some exercise. Dr. Tapero told me to make sure I eat vegetables. What do we got in here? Ah, the tech lab. That's where we're going.
But the planet was toxic. What if we stored oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockbit?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proved.
Hi guys. Doctor.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
We got another quest. Always a plus. There's a lot of things we gotta do. Looks like we're not gonna go shooty shoot bang bang too much today. Red Rider must become errand boy. Let's see. Habitation dock, operations. Let's go to the habitation deck, because we got to take care of stuff there.
Repairs continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas.
No kidding.
This is HNS.
Let's see. Habitation deck.
It's you.
Huh? You mean you? Me?
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem.
Wow.
We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my father's dead too, hon.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Wow. You know, you didn't have to come. It's your fault for falling for it, I guess. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's hops. Oh, hops. We'll have to give that to the bar. What's going on over here? Who are you?
Pathfinder?
Who are you?
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Who are you? This is a very random conversation.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
That's fair.
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
I have so many comments on that one, it's not even funny.
Have to go now. See you later.
Later.
So many comments on that one, it's not even funny. Let's see, where's the captain? She used to be here, too. There we go.
Ryder, this new station leadership I'm hearing about finally let you out of their sight?
Looks like.
Took them long enough.
Man, she's good at talking, so much so that her mouth isn't even moving.
Will you be bringing Hyperion folks out of stasis?
That's my job. We're keeping it to specific personnel for now. Those who can help the Nexus get back on its feet. But with outpost settlement starting, we'll soon be able to wake up more.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing.
Alright. Let's go to Sam.
Welcome back, Ryder.
I have equations for you, Sam.
Dr. Arbordana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the?
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Oh shit.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Is there anything I can do? Sam? Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something? Okay, I think I got it.
Is that what you want me to do, Sam?
Sam, talk to me.
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
That was
The
weird.
equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
What?
How do you feel? Are you okay?
I cannot feel pain. However, I would avoid repeating the experience, which is the purpose of pain in organic life.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
That was kind of creepy. Must have talked to Dr. Aradana. Anything else we gotta scan? I don't see anything. Let's see, docking bay. Well, docking bay has Dr. Aradana in it, so let's go there.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility, and the opposite of civility, as more sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
Hey, people need to drink, man. I like drinking. So, tech lab.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults from the surface?
Nah, Rachni engineers mastered underground construction a millennium ago. These remnant fellows probably had the same idea. Wouldn't mind a seismometer reading, though. Sam, any chance?
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think I... Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
We're bringing that chestnut back, aren't we? I can understand that fear.
Everything's uncertain. Maybe they just want to feel safer.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The VI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
You said the VI kiosk was busted? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Should go check out the VI kiosk.
Artificial intelligence is a threat to all organic life. Why not ask for more details?
Interesting.
Detecting Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Avina as a sock puppet.
Oh.
So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Who the hell are you?
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
I feel a little strange without Sam.
The disconnect was very sudden. I'm grateful, just woozy.
It'll pass. See, this is what our movement's all about stopping. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
So where are you running this puppet show from?
Our sanctuary. I'll ask Knight if you can come visit.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
That is very strange.
Did you know when the
A whole
Asari
movement of
AI
AI-hating hackers, with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Oh boy, we got mysteries now going on. Let's get to operations. But we got some mysteries now hitting us.
Continue on various parts of the Nexus. Authorities have no word on completion and remind visitors to avoid affected areas. This is HNS.
Can't do anything about that, this night person for now, I guess. So, kill that. We do have to finish first murderer, though. Just gonna front Nilkin.
There's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up with germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your ass.
Keep blowing that hot air, pal. He'll dry out faster.
Is he drunk?
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
You're a liar. The Chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body admitting to killing him.
What? Wait, that's not... What are you trying to pull?
Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Well, shit. Guess my fate is sealed.
Except that your shot missed. A Ket blast to the back killed Reynolds.
Are you serious? I'm innocent? What a stroke of luck. The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
Yeah, but you were intending to murder the guy.
I'm going to Tan, and I might have a different opinion. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Well, that's kind of morally gray. Oh, who are you?
I can't believe he's not returning my calls. This story's gonna make him look terrible. Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr, Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids.
Oh yeah, you're that
I'm trying
guy.
to file a story right now, but hey.
Hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
How are you funded?
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
Honest news. That's kind of hard to come by nowadays.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Good journalists, at least.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over. The places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
Sure, why not?
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
Let's do that. Ah, hi.
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder.
I'm Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What do you do?
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
Oh, it was nice meeting you, Sid. Good to put a face to the name.
Weekly injury report. Casualty rate matches projections.
The patrol trained under Kelly. They're nervous without authorization from the top.
Push back. Sloan Kelly's gone, Nels. So is the way she ran security.
Tracking enemy activity.
Hey, Ryder,
Reports
I'd like
out
a
to
moment.
intelligence.
Yes? Lieutenant Syax, right?
That's me. I'm putting together Apex strike teams to protect the people and assets you're setting up out there. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
Okay, start it with getting dirty.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience.
I agree, but your insights on the assholes out there would really help. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Aid Apex. Oh, gotta get intel on enemies. Okay, so we just gotta scan enemies. I can do that. Well, all these are still going. We also got Apex missions outstanding. Let's go into Kesh's office. Not Kesh. Yeah, Kesh.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Wait, what? You've been keeping count? Rushan, that's not funny.
Oh, she thinks it's hilarious. Drac, how are you?
Ryder, can you believe this place?
One space station, slightly dented?
You should have seen it a year ago. It was more than just dented. Anyway, thanks for bringing me on. Tan can't kick me off the station now, and it's been nice seeing my granddaughter again.
The two of you seem close.
It's been Kesh and me against the galaxy the moment I got her. Well, maybe not as much now, but it sure was early on.
Fair enough.
Pathfinder, thanks for helping Raj and Zara find Atkins. He's not getting out of lockup for a while.
That's good to know, Kesh.
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will lighten up.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
We're trying to avoid going to Tan for a couple of minutes.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
No,
Speaking of Addison.
we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job. If you want to keep it, do it. God damn.
You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department actually has colonial affairs to direct.
My God,
And
she
you
looks a
have
lot
new
better.
tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
She looks so much better. They've cleaned up the face a lot.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was designed to support the Pathfinder. You and your team are out there making Andromeda viable. That empowers all of us. Hit a threshold. A new cryo group can be brought out. Want more focus on research, like on Prodromos? That's your call. Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutiae. All you need to do is decide what life in Andromeda means. No pressure.
Oh, thanks. Who's Brecker? Oh, I guess it's you.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am Cryo Deployment Administrator Vladimir Brecker, C-63 Galati. Your first task is to decide irrevocably the course of every life in the initiative.
Whoa, that seems like Too much.
Yes, of course. But now you respect what we're doing. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our future. How can I help?
Well, tell me about it, I guess.
What's the rundown on AVP?
Much of the preparation in the Milky Way was determining how to measure success. Thresholds are about capacity, but this is about cost, what we can actually afford to support. Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we can deploy.
By the way, is that a real Russian accent? I'm going to say no.
How are you measuring thresholds?
It's based on resource estimates and general stability, a metric of acceptable scope and risk. The more you achieve, the greater capacity we can accommodate, the more the initiative can do for you. Simplest explanation, the more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone be out eventually?
Absolutely. But there's an order to things, lines of support. You can't deploy an omelet without first deploying eggs, and eggs won't get you steak. Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Is it really too low, Darhyena? I can try and make it louder. Hold on. Well, I don't know if I can do it in the conversation.
Alright, Brekka. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond only to a Pathfinder. It's ready for your first selection. You may begin shaping the initiative at your leisure.
Alright, let me see if I can fix that. Dynamic range is at medium. I can make it wide for cinema. And I've upped the master volume. Does that help at all? Do you hear more things? I don't know. Well, let's see. So we could actually start building the Nexus pods here. Improve prices, earn credits, munitions, consumable supplies at regular intervals would be very good. Hunting parties. Recon, hidden caches around the world. Advanced training. %15 more credits with Apex missions would be very nice too. I'm going to take the research points, though, from the science team. And we get some of it now, because extra research points is always going to be a good thing. And we'll just go to these as we go. Alright, that was easy. Let me know if it sounds better, Darhyena. If not, I'll see if I can finagle it more. But I tried to beef up the...
Just a minute.
I tried to beef up the volume.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tavessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Oh, I could flirt with her too. I'm not going to... Nah, I would. Who am I kidding?
Nice to see someone so devoted to her work.
That's kind. Sometimes the camera makes people shy away from me.
That's a shame.
So that's what I need. The truth, I mean. Someone needs to record the history we're making.
That's very noble indeed.
It takes integrity to record the truth and nothing but.
Well, I do my best. And you could help me out. The heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Won't you piss off Tan, though?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
No.
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch in. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to face them.
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. This was more fun than I expected.
Oh, I
You're
bet.
great. I'll get to work editing.
We will talk later.
Good to see you. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Still a big job, though.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
Due respect.
A reason for people to believe.
Wasn't just me, though.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
I think all your opinions should matter, honestly.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder's support.
I have concerns about your decision on Eos, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do as much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on.
Wow, something sensible from you.
Plan for moving on, Ryder.
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Arcs still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I didn't think I needed it, but thanks.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder. Ugh.
Right.
Even he didn't like that line. Tan, you are a slick willy.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Med Bay.
Will do.
Oh, we gotta do that now.
You have AVP outstanding.
Right.
ESAV Madriti, humanity's first crewed ion engine starship built using technology proven by the ESA Smart 1 probe in 2003.
Have to talk to Addison's assistant.
SRV Normandy 2. Secretly acquired blueprints of the SSV Normandy SR2, a stealth frigate based on designs co-developed by the Systems Alliance and the Turian Hierarchy. THV Ravuna, a model of the Ravuna, an early Turian starship, and their first to travel beyond a mass relay. Getting history, Cora?
The mood of the Nexus has changed since Eos. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's a charm. If you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
It's bad when I'm guessing the script ahead of time. Notable European interplanetary missions. Ulysses, Eugene and Mars Express, Smart 1, Rosetta. Okay, these are all the space travel, real and fake.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
How? We brought all that equipment along.
And the Tempest's readings are helping, but we've just scratched the surface.
The history of the initiative cannot show that we were defeated by a space cloud.
Some things are bigger than we are.
I will not accept that excuse. This is science, and your merry band over there are scientists, aren't they? Figure it out.
Goodbye, Director.
Man, Tan, you are angry.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
Yeah, we gotta talk about Nilkin.
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilkin didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
Well, justice is complicated.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
What do you think, chat? Exile him or release him? Or really, for chat, it's basically Dar Hyena. My gut says release him because he technically didn't do the crime, even though he premeditated to do it. But he was convicted for the wrong crime. The exile does seem a little extreme to me, but that's me. What do you think? Anybody? I mean, if that's the case, I think I'm just going to release him, because he technically didn't do the crime.
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the sordid business behind us.
That seems a little more fair. Alright, we finished that quest, finally.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Let's get out of Tan's office. Let's actually, we got Nexus points that we can spend too, so... might as well do it. So we already did that for the science. I guess we don't. Do we have to talk to you again?
Pathfinder, AVP leveling continues as per your directions. And of course, the interface remains accessible for any future adjustments. Sweet protocol and process. Now we're living.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
That's it? You'll just do it?
Nowhere in my job description does it say. That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
Oh, damn. Well, let's get that tech guy, Darket Tirvin, out.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
So, tell me your story.
Why'd you join the initiative?
I was a teacher. A good life. I could see the positives and negatives right through to the end.
So,
you did the math and it said, come to Andromeda?
No. I just didn't like being able to see the end. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring. Feels more like living.
man, that sounds like me and my day job. Oh, what did I do? We have a perk unlocked, but I can't use it? Oh, we don't have cryopod points. Never mind. Alright, never mind. Addison. Still want to punch you in the face, but at least you're nice. And we got a note that we should also... I guess we should also level up a little bit, too. Pull's pretty good. Gotta give it to throw. More biotic power. Need more combat stuff. Combat tools. Melee damage. I don't like that one. No melee damage. Get the barricade up a little bit. And let's do grenades. Alright, that unlocked a lot there. There we go. Soldier tier. And Explorer tier. Nice. And we'll level up everybody else later. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, we gotta go see our sister. Might as well do that real quick, and then I think we'll call it a day for now. Been streaming for nearly 3 hours, getting a lot of story stuff done. Picking up a lot more quests, and everything's going smooth. I think it's going smooth. I don't know. What about you guys in the chat there or listening at home? Oh, this is the wrong spot. Meant the cryo area. Which one? There's cryo bay. Okay.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met.
I see what you did there, Asari. You'll wait it out when we're all dead.
There was some kind of emergency when we arrived?
This is not
Hit an energy cloud. They call it next girl. Wow. That doesn't sound scary.
Who are you?
Boy, Pathfinder. Today has not been a good day.
Why's that?
A large shipment of medical supplies intended for Prodromos was intercepted by those damned exiles. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
Well, I'll deal with it.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify all this.
Looks like we gotta find some medical supplies. But let's talk to Dr. Carl.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to, find her, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
Is that possible?
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well, I guess supercomputers have a different view of things.
Though in a coma, Sarah's mental processes remain intact.
So, is she okay?
You can ask her yourself. A moment while I establish a link with her implant. Proceed.
Sarah? Can you hear me?
Is that you, little brother? What's happening? Where am I?
Wow.
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
I hear you, but I can't feel anything. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
Oh. I gotta tell her the truth.
I don't know how to say this, but he's dead, Sarah.
What?
It was a freak accident.
But it's Dad. He can't die.
I know. It's been hard on everyone.
Oh.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
No one did.
Oh.
Dad kept telling me how beautiful it would be.
There's been some complications. The Golden Worlds didn't exactly deliver.
But Dad said...
Sarah?
Am I dreaming? Where am I?
Sarah, I'm sorry.
Her pulse rate is increasing rapidly.
Oh shit.
I need to go now.
That's enough. It's too stressful.
I shouldn't have been honest. That was a bad move. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was horrible. Yeah, I guess that was a bad move, Darhana. This is a very bad move. Shit.
I'm also surprised they cleared you for the voyage. They needed a chemical engineer, and I needed to see a new galaxy before I died. Told the initiative I'd get their water treatment working in exchange for a medical waiver.
Somebody with cancer here who's dying, but they want to help still. Little things. Yeah, that was a bad call. I guess I should have lied to her about everything. That was a bad call. Oh well, we will live and learn from that.
Top scientists have few answers as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
On the bright side, let's go finish another quick quest.
Hey everyone, I'm Marinda with Dutch and Anand's blessing. I'm starting an open mic night.
Oh god.
Mail for signups will go out in a few minutes. It's all in fun, so don't worry if you're not a pro. Poetry, jokes, you can even sing if you like. Looking forward to your proposals.
Little glitchy there, but oh my goodness. Open mic night, crazy shenanigans.
Wow, where did you find those? Never mind, don't answer that. I think they're straight from the Milky Way.
Oh, congratulations, you got some hops. And now... let's see... Oh, I forgot to investigate the operations failures.
I don't know. Tad's pretty busy. I'd have left it alone.
Let's go do that real quick and then we'll come back. Then we'll get back to our ship. Forgot to scan in operations. That was a mistake. Oh, it's right over there.
An animal did this?
Affirmative. I am able to track it.
Impossible to get a signal on this station.
An animal? So it's chewing wires, the animal? Oh, it's in Kesha's office. What the hell? A Palad. Likely board the Nexus from EOS. Oh dear. It's building a nest?
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
We gotta capture it.
Alert Professor Hurek to come secure it.
I'm not gonna kill the random animal thing, that's not nice. Not that cruel.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area. An expedition to EOS in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility.
Oh, another person.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on EOS the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
No, maybe? By the way, I love how they're doing the running joke of Jory still.
You can believe the reports. EOS is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
Well, we need all the help we can get on the ground. This is like, since Dragon Age Origins, they've had characters named Jory in almost every game they've made since. There was mentions of Jory in Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Inquisition. You had a Jory in Star Wars The Old Republic. You had a Jory in Mass Effect 2. Like, I mean, there's always a Jory. I love it. It's like a running joke now. I went to the wrong deck again. I went to the wrong deck. I'm a doofy. Where's docking bay? Docking bay. Cryo bay. Docking bay. There we go. Alright, let's get back to our ship.
Pardoned after an investigation by the human Pathfinder proved his innocence. This is HNS.
So let's head back to the ship.
Watch your tone. You saw what happened to the Krogan.
But we need this equipment.
Well, you're not getting it. Stop making frivolous requests.
It's not a frivolous request. Properly functioning air filters are
Frivolous. You'll just have to make do.
We can't fix the station breathing bad air.
Hello.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm just so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Really?
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious.
Huh.
We need him gone, but as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
I guess we gotta talk to Kesh. Back and forth, always playing back and forth. Back and forth like the game, always like that. Can't complain. We're actually out making good timing, though. It's only been about 3 hours, although I'm actually almost done with my time for today. I have to go do some stuff soon.
This is HNS.
Get back to writing news for Techraptor and all that fun stuff. Let me see, where is Kesh? Hello, Kesh.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Pyjack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of your help.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Let's talk to Kandros real quick. It's a good thing we have a run button. You seem quiet.
Glad to see you finally. I hear you've been busy out there.
That's one word for it.
Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
We did this conversation before.
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed.
Yeah,
if you need anything, come see me. Even if it's just a vent.
We did that conversation already. That's a bug, I guess.
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Check the strike teams. One of them is done. And we are successful! With funds and things. So, we might as well make you do another mission. 91% chance of success for a silver mission. I'll take it. And we get some copper and some credits. I'll take it. Alright, security team. Operations.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help the armory. Don't...
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Well, ain't that suspicious?
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
We're gonna have to do that then.
Let's go confront him.
Oh, we're gonna talk to Spender himself? Hopefully we play this smooth. Play it smooth, Ryder. Where is he? There he is.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station, the Krogan asked for more power? Good riddance.
You talking to me?
Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we've met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
Wow, aren't you a little ball of sunshine?
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Aren't you a shady fuck, aren't you? Oh, hello, Carrie. It's good to see you again.
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. By the way, Tan called us in for a talk about staying on message.
Is everything okay?
Oh, fine. And much less interesting than what you've been up to. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
No guarantee it will.
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could. But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
Probably not the rah-rah quote Tan would hope for, but very genuine. Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
Ooh. Ooh, well, how about you first?
What about you? I can't imagine you putting your camera down for anything.
I'm not the one history cares about.
I need a minute to think about my answer. And I'd like to know.
Back home, I'd go sailing. I love the water. Nowadays, I play ocean sounds, close my eyes, and remember. Okay, your turn.
That's kind of cute, actually. I'm going to say I spend my time with my team.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history, too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration. That completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you for the interview. She's not bad. I like Carrie. So we're on hold for Nakmor Drax's quest there. We need to find more memory triggers. We need to find the arcs. We're on hold for that. And we're still gathering intel on the enemies. We got a ton of tasks. And priority ops. Wait, wrong way. Let's actually get out of this place. Wait, Nexus, speak with Sid? Hello.
Ryder.
I'll let you get back to work.
Guess we're not speaking with Sid now. That's kind of strange. Probably a little bug there. So let us go to the docking bay. And let's actually fly out this time, because I think we should. Yes. So, okay. Back to the ship. And we were going to get out of here for now. Did a lot of stuff on the Nexus. Almost like an hour and a half worth of talking, role-playing, world-building, all that fun stuff that no one really cares about for these games anymore.
Corda's looking for you.
Is she? That's a good thing. We should also check email. Let's check email. We got a lot of email. Holy crap. Brothers McCoy, from Nigel McCoy. Dear Pathfinder Ryder, my brother Dash was my best friend. It still pains me that he's gone. That we won't build the future here in Andromeda together. But knowing that our family pendants are united does my heart good. When my wife and I settle here and start a family, our firstborn will carry my brother's name. And hopefully he or she will become my new best friend. My sincerest hopes accompany you and your team. Nigel. Aw, that's cute. Ryder, thanks for talking. Things feel better. Though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work is important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Let them be your faithful servants, protective of their mistress. Loss serves a huntress like fuel serves fire. Asteris, 12 Leaves, verse 1 and 32. Cora. P.S. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. There's a lot of email here. Holy crap. Do you guys want me to read all these? I mean, I will, but... Oh, gee. Well, we also have these. These are the interview ones. We did those. Asking for assistance. This regards to Sam. Oh, we did that too. Pyjack from Herrick, Pathfinder. It was marvelous to meet you. As a fellow adventurer in the sciences, could you help us with an experiment? We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, a young Pyjack that humans sometimes call a space monkey. He's part of a study on how various species adapt to shipboard life, and we're hoping you might take him aboard the Tempest. You can pick him up from the Nexus comms whenever you like. Don't worry, he's quite friendly, and his routine's very simple. No food after 23:59, no baths or showers, and please limit his exposure to solar radiation. Professor Herrick. Okay, we're getting a Pyjack as a pet. That's fantastic. From PV the Peeve. The doctor's one of the noisiest Asari I've ever met, and that's saying a lot. Okay, these guys are all like sending me shit to read. I'm gonna read these all off screen, if that's okay with you. Could learn yoga poses. News from EOS from Bradley. Drac. Vetra told me what happened to your dad a lot. Lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Drac has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicate images. Many are low-res or watermarked. Oh my god. Suvi, I'm grateful for your talk earlier. Even if we ended up disagreeing, debate can be invigorating. Suvi. Aww. I love the little bits there. Those are always cool. But we need to get a Pyjack. Where is the Pyjack? There it is. If it's okay with everybody watching, I'm just going to go back, get the Pyjack, and come back on the ship. Might as well get ourselves a space monkey pet. Space monkey pets are a cool thing. Or they could be a cool thing. Unfortunately, we still can't skip through this. At least I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't. But at least it's quick. Quicker. Running, 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 grabbing a space monkey. That's you.
Here we are, one young Pyjack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
What's this? We got protests.
Seems quiet for now. Look, Jonesy.
I know. This isn't what I signed up for either.
You're with the militia, right? What's going on in there?
A crowd of people in hydroponics and they won't leave.
They're disrupting operations, might get nasty. Can you talk to them?
Oh, joy.
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list. Like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
Wow.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
That kind of sucks, guys, but I had to make a choice.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we needed most.
And what we need is our families back.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
This situation's different, though, my dear.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I'll talk to the leadership about what we can do.
14 months of promises. It's time for some results.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
This is...
Nexus are live.
Any word?
No.
New orders. Keep the safeties on, I guess.
Oh, boy. We got a riot going on now. That's not what I was hoping to run into. Guess we'll take care of this one, too.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Let me see. Let's talk to Kandros.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, Kandros.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We have a whole planet, though. We can use Eos.
We settled Eos. There's no space down there for a few extra?
It's not that simple, Ryder. Everything Eos produces right now is accounted for.
And if we send soldiers to a research outpost, there'll be trouble.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Oh, God. the logic says we gotta end the protest now. But at the same time, the protesters have a point. Oh man, I don't know. If they continue this, they could just sour on everything, though. And we already lost a lot of people because of that. I think I'm gonna actually go with the protesters on this one. I don't know. What does the chat room think? Darhaina? Anybody? Is anybody else still there? Because I'm thinking go with the protesters. But we don't have the resources. But we can ration it further. And that means I gotta work my ass off to get us resources. I think we can do it. So, protesters, we'll go with them.
These people aren't the enemy. We didn't come all this way to rip families apart. We'll manage the resource squeeze somehow.
Your compassion is admirable, but...
Guess we're all tightening our belts.
You can run a stasis override command from operations. I hope the rest will be that easy.
That was a hard choice, honestly. Because, like the implication is that these people will not get what they want. They'll be in bay, in revolt, and that might lead to more problems. But if we give them all what they want all the time, that leads to other issues too. But you know what? I'll let it go.
Sending the override command. The stasis pods should start unlocking.
You're really doing this? I was at the protest in hydroponics. I thought we'd just get more excuses. But we already lost a year waiting for our families. I'm glad it's time.
I know exactly what you're feeling. My family has suffered too.
And you know why this matters. My mom was scared something would go wrong and she'd be awake in stasis all that time. She isn't... It doesn't work like that, but I just want her out, so I know.
Override complete. Stasis revival triggered on the Nexus. For Jasper K, Griffith G, Hilkvist A, Demerchi P, Kozlov S.
There! That's her!
Go find your mother, kid.
Why are you still here? Go be the face your mom wakes up to.
I will. Thank you.
Given new resource allocation, personnel in stasis on the Hyperion may now be required to wait longer.
When it's time, you'll have a home to wake up to. I promise.
That really is a very hard choice to make. Oh my god. Alright. I think we did the right choice. At least the feel-good choice. Whether or not it's the right choice is another question. Although honestly, that's the kind of stuff I like when I do RPGs like this. This is what I was talking about when I wrote the review for Mass Effect Andromeda. A lot of gray area sort of quest lines, yes, there's only like one or two choices to make, but there's no really good or evil. It's not Paragon Renegade where it's like super good or super evil, it's like really shades of gray. And I think that's a good thing. Hey, how are you?
Hi. Gil Brody is your engineer, right?
That's right.
I'm Bailey. I used to work with him in the hangars here. You wouldn't happen to know if he's available, would you?
I wouldn't know.
Right. Okay, sorry to bother you. Just, tell him I said hi, huh?
I agree, Darhaina, and that's what made it a very difficult choice, because the logical thing would be, hey, general population's gonna have to wait. But the more humane thing was like, let's at least unite some families and go from there. It's a good little role-playing section, I gotta say. And people said this game didn't have role-playing.
Cora wanted to check in with you.
Alright, we gotta talk to Cora now as well. We got a Pyjack on board. Things are coming together for the Tempest crew.
I'm planning evacuation drills too. Need to start running those. Good idea. I know I'll need a refresher.
Just a tip, if you need to evac in deep space, you're probably not coming back.
Only if you don't know the drill.
I'm pretty sure we would not come back anyway. Strike team, one of them's almost done. There's the Pyjack.
Oops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage. He'll be fine, won't he? The exercise will probably do him good.
Seriously, that is freaky looking up close.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much.
It looks like they're
I grew up
growing.
on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
I like that idea.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Maybe it's best for you.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
I'm not that big of a jerk. Oh, you mean my father?
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
Dad could inspire people.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
You can move on though, Cora.
It sucks, but it happened. We need your mind on the mission.
Always is. But I'm human too. Need time to find a way through. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
That was a really good conversation. So, I guess what we'll do now is...
So, Vetra, I hear this joker beat you at poker, too. Where'd you hear that?
The little Brody told her.
A gloating Brody. It was a close game.
He did give me a better game than Drac. Not saying much.
Watch it. Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
So, Gil is apparently a professional poker player at the same time. That is one of the reasons why I like him, because I do love playing poker myself. Although I wouldn't call myself a professional at it. We did get a... So, let's get our Milky Way points. And we'll go from there. So, one more thing to do.
Where's my data pad? Oh.
Do some changing of a loadout. Because we got new armor. Deep Space Explorer armor. Scavenger armor. Deep Space Explorer armor actually gives us 15% encounter experience. Definitely taking that. Oh, that color, we gotta change that though. Andromeda Elite gives us counter experience. Deep Space Explorer helmet. Scavenger helmet. Do the scavenger helmet. Yeah, we're changing that color though. One thing we do also need to change is the color of our B vehicle, and continuing with the theme of Red Rider, red vehicle. So I'm gonna go back.
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I?
You gotta change those colors. Those colors are too blue for me. You know what? I'm okay with that being that. That's fine. Keep that pattern. Nope, nope. No, 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 no. There we go. Now it just looks like a clown suit. I think that one will make it blue. Or at least lighter blue. Actually, you know what? The black looks a lot better. What's outfit color 3 do? Let's just go full on red at this point. I think that'll do.
Hello, Ryder. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
That's good to know.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places, talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
You are a weird dude, Sam. Or
Sam, any more information on the
thing.
memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Well, that's good to know.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in SAM node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Let's say, hypothetically, I was out sick the day they taught quantum embezzlement communism.
Via entangled subatomic particles, it's possible to conduct secure and instantaneous communication across great distances. It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
Aww.
What was Dad's take on me and Sarah?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Yeah, so far so good. So how about some humor?
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes. Lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor.
It's the type of jokes I would say.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
That and snarky sarcasm. Well, that's a... those are cool. Nice little ships there. And of course the Normandy. Drac and PB officially on the team. Oh, they're like a bulletin board for everybody. Welcome to the new info board. Congratulations, Pathfinder Rider, on successful installation of your info board version 3.4. You're now ready to keep yourself and your staff informed on the latest developments on board the Tempest. Comments. Okay, I've set up everyone's user account. Have at it, Cora. So we can post anything here, Liam. Anything you want the whole crew to see, though I disabled images and image embedding. Cora, missed opportunities, Liam. Oh, God. Anyone want to help him move a couch? Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You let it stuck sideways to the bulkhead. That's mine. I put it down for a sec while my hands were full. Suvi, next time empty it first. Dinner tonight, null entry. Sorry everyone, I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Got you covered, Callow. The soup in the galley, Dextero and Levo for me, and fruit cocktail. And to think we might have left port without you. Oh, this is going to be comedy gold, that bulletin board, isn't it? Or just a lot of inane banter. Probably inane banter. Ah, sexy Red Rider. Look at that. I love it. Red is a good color. Goes with the theme of Red Rider. Check strike teams. I think we're almost done with one now. Yep, one is done. And it succeeded. Good job, Whiskey Team. And it froze. Oh, there it goes. That's a bug. Good luck, Whiskey Team. Nickel and credits. Always the same nickel and credits, but I will take it. Yeah, that's a bug. Alright. I think this is where we're gonna leave it off, though.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
No, that was fast. Who's emailing me now? I blame you. To Ryder from Gil. You know that guy Bailey you ran into on the Nexus? Whatever you said to him, he decided to reach out to me, forwarding this message. Gil, I hope you're well. Our time working together on the Nexus was invigorating, and I'm sure you are invigorating your colleagues on the Tempest now. I envy them, and your Pathfinder. But I suppose the work you're doing now and the pioneers you're supporting need and probably deserve to be invigorated more than just the rest of us. Snip. It drones on for 6 pages like that before he asks me if I'd like to get a drink. I feel invigorated now, don't you? Gil. Oh, get a drink, you wet blanket. But this is, however, where I will save the game, and I will call it a day for now, at least for my end. I do want to thank everybody who did drop by into the chat, especially Darhaina. I do appreciate you sticking with me for this time. And just a reminder to everybody out there that you can check out Techraptor.net for all your tech and gaming purposes and needs. We have news, reviews, previews, editorials, interviews, the whole works. And with all that, you can also check out streaming. I believe later on tonight, Kevin is going to be back and streaming something for his usual block of about 8 to 12 o'clock, whatever the number is. In the meantime, I'll see you next time when we do another long play session of Mass Effect Andromeda. Until then, make sure to keep searching the stars and watch out for the Krogan. Take care.